Alright, so once again, hello guys, and welcome back to another of our class about the deep web, the complete introduction. So in today's class, we are gonna see a list of websites and even visit some websites on the deep web. So how, when you access the deep web, the safest way, what you can do. The first thing that I suggest you guys to do is really to access the hidden wiki, which is like a website on the deep web where you have you have different categories and you have other websites. So it's a good start just to start on the deep web. So let's get there. So as you can see, the hidden wiki is like a Wikipedia, only it's version the deep web version. So as you can see, you have a lot of categories there. You have, let's say, there's big, volunteers, financial services, commercial services, and you can find some weird stuff here. For example, gun market. So those stuff. Well, it's fun to look on, but I don't suggest you to visit those places. You have blogs, so interesting places. You have email services on the deep web that let you send emails anonymously. You also have social networks. So as you can see, you have a Facebook version of on the deep web. You have forums. You have a lot of other stuffs. So we are gonna visit one of the some of those websites that are interesting. The first one that I can suggest you is SecMail. So I think he is in emails category. It's this one here. So it looks like this. So it's an email service. Very simple. You simply sign up. You create your you only create your email. So once again, they don't ask you for your name. They don't ask you for nothing, and you have an email with them, and you can receive emails, send emails, and it's all completely anonymous, which is really cool. Um, Also, as I said, you can send emails anonymously. Besides of that, you have many other things. Also on the deep web, I told you guys you have search engines. One of the most populars is Torch. So Torch is somewhere here. Here we go. We have Torch right there. So once again, you'll see websites are loading very slowly. But as you can see, you have a search engine that is Torch. So we can, for example, well, I don't suggest you to write down things on search engines, but just to know that you have search engines here as you have on the clear web also. You have also the DuckDuckGo version of the deep web. So we saw it in our previous class. So it's like DuckDuckGo. And as I said, you have a lot of different categories. I suggest you to just look around. What else? There are some weird things. For example, you can talk to with the random people. For example, it's the thing right here. So it's like a social network where you can talk to one person or you can group chat with random people. So let me show you what it looks like. So as I said, it's like a random chat where people talk with each other. So as I said, you have a lot of weird stuff on the deep web, and the majority of it is pretty much boring, but you can find interesting things. So as I said, guys, the first place that you want to visit when you're starting out on the deep web will be really the hidden wiki. On the hidden wiki, you will find out all the categories that exist on the deep web. You even have websites that are in other languages. So for example, if you want French websites, Finnish websites, German websites, you have all this right here. It's a good place to start. What I suggest you also is to visit some forums or places where you can talk with other peoples. For example, the blogs or forums. I suggest you really to look at those. Um, you can find interesting information about the deep web as a whole, and about the deep web. They can suggest you some places, some links. For example, if you want books, if you want music, well, you have all this right here. If I'm not mistaken, you have well, you have books right there. Um, you can just check in. You'll find out that it explains each link has its description next to it. What else? I think that's it. Um, so the same things that you have on the surface web, you have the same versions of this on the deep web, and you can do the exact same things on the deep web that you can do on the surface web. The only difference is that on the deep web, well, it's all anonymous, so you find a bit more stuff. But besides of that, it's the same thing. And as I said, the only difference is that it's anonymous. So that's it for this course, guys, and see you all in our next class, where we gonna talk about tails.